Welcome to the Boss Empire. I'm Mech on the Spot, here to show you a couple of squad war attacks from a war which we just completed with a victory against Puerto Rico Contra. So a shout out to all our squad members for a job well done. We are boss. We have a pretty decent war record, so let's keep it up. So I'm going to show you the first attack on a level 8. So let's get right into it. First thing you do when you scout, you like to scout the territory and know what you're going to be facing. I like to eliminate the unknowns, so my typical mode is to attack the squad center. If it's exposed, I bomb it out. If it is not exposed or if it's under the shield, I try and use a shield destroyer and then take it out. I like to eliminate the chance of having level 10 troops advancing on me. So I already have my troop strategy in place, knowing that I only have 2 minutes once I press the start attack button to get them all, to get this base leveled out. So, and once that button's pressed, I have access to my troops. I can scroll, select individual troops to deploy as I need. So as you can see, I'm taking out the squad center first with a couple bombing runs. An elite AT-AT will take out the shields, and I usually drop a repair droid behind him. I also drop a couple of trap seekers out front to try and keep bomber traps from causing early damage to my elite. So what you're seeing is the heavy troops to the right were samples given. They're undead troops, which are an advanced troop that they give you for objectives. Also the TX tanks that you see, they are also sample troops. The cool thing about sample troops that they give you through objectives is that you can save those up for wars. And that comes in handy because with the enhanced samples, their abilities are permanent, which is different from the abilities through the armory because those can't be activated on the war planet. So while my heavy troops make their way down, I'm looking for a good placement for the jump troops that are in my squad center. So I find some of the outskirts, drop them there. Also dropping a handful of infantry on the other portions of the base so they can begin working their way in for the interest of time. And as you can see from this aerial view, that my tanks have pretty much eliminated all the defenses, all the turrets from this base, which is essentially what they are designed for. That's their primary target. And this base is down, so that's it for the cleanup on this base, taking out that last uplink. So that took about 1.5 minutes, which left me about 30 seconds left. So you could tell that he was a bit overmatched based on those advanced troops. So I'm going to send a little message to my team, let them know, say we had success. And we're going to scout out another base and see if we can do another cleanup. So I picked another level 8 base that still has an active uplink. I'm going to try and clean that up here. So looking over this base, I noticed they did put the squad center under a shield, so I do have some TIE advanced bombers. I can take that out. Also the droideka is going to be a priority because once it's activated it can quickly roll up and zone in on my infantry. So while the bulk of the defenses, the turrets, are congregated near the headquarters, there's also some structures along the edges that I'll need to drop some troops out there to make sure that those get cleaned up as well. Now I've pretty much brought the same troops into this attack as the previous attack, but my placement is going to be a little bit different on this run. So again, first thing I'm going to zero in on their squad center, but this time I'm going to take out the shield with the TIE advanced bomber, and then that'll allow me access to clean up the squad center with a couple more bomb runs. Now since my elite AT-AT will seek out shields first, I want him on a path that will draw out the droideka. So once he's down, I put my repair droids behind him. I drop the elite stormtrooper to seek out the traps, drop out troops along the edges, and now that the droideka is focused in on my elite AT-AT, I can drop in heavy troops backed by some heal droids, and they'll take him out before he's able to continue his run. So now I can drop in my tanks and my Gamorrean warrior, and they will begin to target turrets that are exposed. At this point I take advantage of my TIE advance and dropping it on the other shield, expose more of the turrets, On this particular attack, I also brought along a TIE fighter pilot sample, and he actually has a special ability to call down some airstrikes, so that'll actually help clean up some of the resources down at the bottom. So obviously there's some other components to a successful squad war. One of them is capturing outposts that are available on different planets, and that gives your squad strategic advantage, either with heavier firepower or better defenses. Those are always good to have a couple of maybe low-level guys take out those outposts on these other planets prior or early on in the war. So one of the advantages that we received by capturing an outpost is advanced firepower, which can be seen as the tanks are firing. So again, that cleans up another base, adding a third star and eliminating that another uplink. So thanks to excellent participation in this squad war, the Boss Empire is victorious once again. So hope to see you again. Hope you enjoy the video. See ya.